Because if you are not marrying a billionaire, if you are not marrying a millionaire, you cannot say my money is my money, your money is our money. I know there are a lot of wives who have this mindset, and if you see their husbands, they're always looking so stressed, haggard, and you're wondering, don't you have a wife? Today I'll be talking about different women you will regret marrying. Someone left a comment, I'm guessing a man, on one of my videos on different men you regret marrying, and he requested that I should talk about different women you regret marrying. And I'm like, how can I cast my own gender? How can I cast my own gender? But of course, yeah, so I'm going to be talking about different women you regret marrying, so that it's not just for the men, so that as a woman you can see where you're falling short and make adjustments, right? I'm not trying to judge you. Nobody is perfect. In fact, I'm not perfect myself. So if there is any way you're lacking, you can make improvements. Different women you regret ever marrying as a man. In no particular order, the first type of woman you regret ever marrying is a woman who doesn't have a mind of her own. Like women who do not have minds of their own. They are easily swayed. They are easily influenced by other people's opinions, right? And you'd see a lot of women who have grown, right? And they tell you that, oh, I wish I had not listened to my parents. I wish I had not listened to my mom. I would still be in my marriage right now. You regret ever marrying a woman who does not have a mind of her own. Why? Because whatever anyone says, even on social media, she makes decisions based on what she hears from other people, right? So you would absolutely regret marrying a woman who does not have a mind of her own. Why? Because anything goes. Whatever anybody says, yeah, so she swallows it hook, line, and sinker. You cannot even get through to her. Why? Because she's listening to other people and using that to determine what she does in a marriage. So a woman who does not have a mind of her own is a very, very dangerous woman to marry, because this woman, you cannot plan with her. You can't plan with her. Why? Because she's listening to other people and she cannot even make her own decisions. Every other person's opinion counts, but not yours. Another type of woman you regret ever marrying. This one, I know you guys will cast me. The women will cast me, but I don't know. Yeah, it's the my money is my money, your money is our money kind of woman. I don't know. I don't think every man on the planet is a Dangote or $10, or those are Nigerian billionaires, by the way, or Elon Musk or Bill Gates, right? Some people, most people will marry to average men. Because if you are not marrying a billionaire, if you are not marrying a millionaire, you cannot say my money is my money, your money is our money. I know there are a lot of wives who have this mindset, and if you see their husbands, they're always looking so stressed, haggard, and you're wondering, don't you have a wife, right? It's not like these women are not working. They are working, but they feel like, I cannot for the life of me give my money to a man. You are supposed to be the sole provider. And in fact, I saw a post on Thread recently, and the woman said, I want a total provider, a complete provider. Like, okay, right? I don't know. I don't think even wealthy men still want a woman who brings something to the table financially, right? And if you have a man who says, you know what, I'm going to be the sole provider, you just focus on growing the family, raising the family, taking care of the children, fine. If you're not a wealthy man, if you're not a millionaire or a billionaire, definitely you would want a woman who can contribute, who can help you. And I'm also thinking that you will be interested in helping out with, you're not even helping in doing household chores as well, because it do not make sense for you to say, I want a woman who will contribute financially, and you are there not helping around the house. For lack of a better word, I'm saying helping, because I'm not supposed to. You are living there. You're not helping your wife if you are doing household chores. No, you are being responsible for taking care of the home that you live in, right? So if you are going to be helping out, like I said, for lack of a better word, if you're going to be helping out at home, then you would want a wife who will also support financially. So if that's you, and you're listening to a lady that you love say, my money is my money, your money is our money, you're going to be in trouble, because you'll be stressed. She would have money. There are women who have a lot of money in different accounts, who even have properties, and their husbands have nothing. They spend all they make on the family, and the wife would never ever say, babe, take this, or I'll take care of this, I'll take care of the children's school fees, you take care of the rent, I'll take care of the electricity bill, you take care of the water bill. They will never do that. You pay for everything. You will pay. They don't care if you have to work, like, run 3 shifts. If you have to work 3 shifts to make it happen, it's your responsibility. You are the sole provider. If you are that kind of a woman, I think you should just go for maybe billionaires. But as a man, I'm talking to the men now. If you want a wife who will contribute financially, run away from women who say, my money is my money, your money is our money. You will cry, you will croak, you will regret it. Another type of woman you regret ever marrying is an unteachable woman. See, as a woman, I'm a very opinionated woman. Meanwhile, blue nails. My nail tech, challenged me to try blue nails because I was always doing red nails and nude. And she said, just try something different. You're so boring. So I don't know. What do you think? Anyway, back to the point. I'm a very opinionated woman. And I don't like that word opinionated because we do not hear opinionated men. You're supposed to have opinions as an adult, right? But where I have problems with being opinionated is you not flexible. And there are some women that, even as a woman, I would never engage them. Why? Because they're so exhausting. Even when they're clearly wrong, they would never back down. They feel like, this is what I think, this is what I believe, and I stand by it. Even in the face of opposing evidence, they will stick to what they believe. That's not being opinionated. You are just unteachable. You are just unteachable, and that's not intelligent. Because intelligence is you. Yes, you have your own ideas. You are knowledgeable. You are smart, but you also are open-minded and willing to learn. You are willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn. But an unteachable woman, oh my God, very stubborn. I know some, I know some of them. I don't want to have anything to do with them. They are so stubborn. Like, even when you're telling them this, they don't want to listen. Now imagine being married to that kind of a woman. Oh my God, you will regret it. Except maybe you don't mind. If you are the quiet person and you don't mind your wife leading, taking every major decision, and maybe you don't even like communicating, so whatever the wife says, you are cool, fine, you can marry such a woman. But if you want a home where you can have conversations with your wife, you want to be able to talk together, make decisions together, you regret marrying an unteachable woman, because nothing you say, she's so stubborn and she believes she's always right. Even when she's wrong, she never apologizes. Oh my God, you will regret marrying this kind of woman. Very unteachable. Forget about looks and everything. I can't even deal with such a person as a friend. A woman you cannot even talk with. She's always insisting on her own ways. That's not the kind of person I would want as a friend. And I don't think any man that wants peace of mind would enjoy marrying that kind of a woman. The fourth kind of woman you regret ever marrying is a greedy and ungrateful woman. This kind of woman believes that men exist for her sake, for enjoyment, right? And it's even more common these days, because you see some women who believe that just because they are beautiful, then men should buy them things, give them money. Like, excuse me. So because you are pretty, men should be falling down and doing what exactly? I don't understand. They are so entitled because you are a woman. For the sole purpose of being a woman, a man should buy you something. A man should buy you things. A man should take care of you because you are a woman and you are pretty. I don't understand that. I do not understand that. So you regret marrying a greedy and an ungrateful woman. No matter what you give her, she's never grateful. She's never satisfied. She's always comparing. There are some men who give their wives, car gifts, giving me this and that. Now, nothing you do will ever satisfy her. She believes that you should be the only one giving her things. She is the only one that should be receiving. She doesn't give you jack, but she's always receiving from you and never ever grateful and always wanting more things. There are some men who are, well, I would not blame the women because it's still your decision. But there are some men who are involved in criminal activities. Why? Because they want to satisfy their women. I don't know why you should marry someone who would bring out the devil in you. So if you want peace of mind in your life, look for women who are content. I'm not saying you should not make effort, right? I'm not saying you should not hustle. I'm not saying you should not make your woman happy or spoil your woman. But I'm saying that there's some women that you can never satisfy. They are never satisfied. Their Oliver Twist, ask for more, always collecting and never giving. I think you are not going to be happy with such a woman, except of course you're Bill Gates. And last but not least is a woman who is growth averse. In the video that I made for the women that men you regret ever marrying, I mentioned that you regret marrying a man who is allergic to growth, who is just there, not growing, not making any effort at personal development. So also the same thing goes for women, because what's sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. It shouldn't be the man growing. As a woman, you should also be motivated to grow. That means you are not the same person year in, year out. So if you're a man, especially an ambitious man who love intelligent women, you would regret marrying a woman who is just there, not growing, not reading, not trying to develop herself spiritually, emotionally, intellectually. You want a woman you can, because if you are growing, and your woman is not growing, before you know it, you will outgrow her and you have nothing in common. So you'd want someone you can grow with, right? Because that's what makes marriage for. You cannot be the same person that got married, 5 years later you're still the same person. It does not make sense. So if you don't want to regret your marriage, don't marry a woman who is growth averse, who does not like to do anything to develop herself, read books, listen to podcasts, listen to messages. Just grow, become a better person. Just develop yourself, not just the same person. You're nothing is exciting about you. Nothing is you're not pursuing you don't have any goals. You are just there. You regret marrying such a woman if you are somebody who loves growth.